Working out hard every day to be the best I can. I shoot it to the right, shoot it to the left, hunker down low and reach high to the sky. Got my rhythm down pat, so they say. I'm looking like a winner in every way. So when I hear somebody say, what a horse, I know they're talking about me, of course. And I'm gonna be in that winner's circle someday. Yeah, I'm a prime example of a Tennessee walker, a high-stepping, fast-walking Tennessee talker. I'm gonna be in that winner's circle someday.
Hello.
Hello.
We did a double take, man.
Yeah.
That was for your benefit. Well, celebration's over. I believe we got a show up in White County this weekend.
Yes, sir.
The 12th. Then we're going to move on to other events, other shows. So, good Paul.
Yeah, you're right. But before we continue this,
You're getting better at this.
yeah, before we continue this,
You're working on it.
We'll be right back after these messages.
He sits in front of a mirror at night to practice it.
That's right.
This place, where you grew up, where your memories were made, and where your dreams were born, where your neighbors stop to say hello, and where you're always welcome to stay a while, where your Fridays are spent under the lights, and where Saturdays are made for the water, where you can feel good about a hard day's work and take pride in a job well done, where small business makes a big impact, and home is always a sight for sore eyes. And where the best things in life, well, the best things in life are the little things. Tullahoma Utilities Authority, power in community.
Folks, this is where you send money to help in the legal fund to combat the new proposed rulemaking that the USDA released here a couple weeks ago. This is tax-deductible donation as fast as a 501c3, and be sure to put legal fund on your memo line, as this guarantees that your money goes exactly where you want it to go.
Well, breeding season is upon us.
Yes, it is.
But before we do this, I need to tell everybody, Samstown is closing November the 10th. We were supposed to get there November the 12th.
Yeah.
So we won't be staying at Samstown. I've already talked to Hollywood, but we will not be staying at Samstown. I hate that because I always enjoyed Samstown, and we had a good agreement with them, but they say that they've been going downhill for years. From the looks of it, all of them now.
Yes.
People, they say they're going over to West Memphis. We're going to show a video of a horse. And the reason we're doing this, everybody's talking about breeding and wanting to breed world grand champions, and they look at the world grand champion, I believe, more than they look at the bloodline and what will match with their mare. That right there is a great horse.
That is a good horse.
And he's not a world grand champion.
No.
But he's a full brother to
a world grand champion.
And so far, he has produced some really nice coats.
Yes.
Really nice ones. The only reason I'm saying this, everybody, they can talk all they want to. A title is nothing but a title. We got to where we're at today because people started looking in the pasture, looking at their horses and trying to match them in a bloodline that would create a better horse. And this particular horse, I chose to breed to a arms deal for real mare that has produced some very nice coats.
Yeah. And that horse is Hero, and he's a full brother to I Am Jose.
Right.
And you know, all of this horse's mom and stuff like that produced mares that was mama to world champion that showed this year at the celebration right here. Kenny Compton won a world grand championship, one that was out of this horse's mama. You know, was a grandmother, was out of this horse's mom. So that's what I'm saying. I mean, and I think, if I may be wrong, but I think that mare only had 2 stud coats, and that was this horse and I Am Jose.
Is that right?
That's 4 brothers, and then he got a bunch of full sisters that they got. They made brood mares. They made a bunch of world champion.
Well, I know
coats
that,
out of
that the offspring that I got out of him is great, and I bred him to an arms deal for real mare, which people say what they want to, but if they look at the percentage of quality horses out of a stud, they're going to find that arms deal for real. He's had several world champions, world grand champions. He's got a slew, and I'm talking about flat shot and performance.
Yes.
Not just one. And then he's had some great mares by Felicia.
Yeah.
Great mare. But they did that through looking at the stud, looking at the mare. Here's an offspring of Hero right here. And I'm here to tell you, this coat right here, nobody has seen it yet that they hadn't had questions about. They see him in the stall. So we decided to try something. Now, I want everybody to know something. This is the same coat that Jerry trimmed and clipped with no twister, no tie, just stood there and did it. This is the first time he has ever had a saddle on his back. And no, we are not going to ride him. It'll be a while yet before we ride him.
But yeah, this first time this coat is very smart. I mean, like I say, this is the first time where I ever put a saddle on his back and to take him out there and lunging, but just getting used to the saddle and all that stuff on his back and everything. But now he's very smart. He's a very smart horse.
Well, he lets you handle him. He lets you. I can walk up to his stall. He'll be out there in his run. Of course, now you've got him where now he can't get in that run. But when he was out there, I could holler for him. He'd come running.
Yeah.
And I've seen a lot of these coats that have brought $30,000, $40,000, $50,000. I haven't seen one that I thought would match up with this one. Now but I'm very prejudiced, I guess, because I really like his coat. He's just something about him. But I know people have seen him out in the run. They've seen him. They see him outside. Your fellas that train the winglings and
Yes.
the yearlings. Now they were real interested in him. But I'm kind of hung on to him.
Now, this coat very smart. I mean, and his coat moved real well. I mean, you'll see in a minute when we take him out here and put him in that lunge pen with the saddle on. And I mean, he just went right on by his business.
Well, I was surprised at how quick he took to realizing when you pulled on it especially without a bridle.
Yes.
Of course, now I've seen the last time you did this, you did use a bridle. But
Yeah.
this time we only used the halter. And he got the idea about when you pull to the left, you want to go to the left.
Well, you can see this coat, first time his tail had been wrapped, the saddle. You know, most time you take a horse out of the cross side like that, and I mean, he's jumping in the bucket and everything else. So, I mean, this coat got a lot of sense. He got a lot of...
Well, he's laid back, he's smart. I think that he's going to be something special. He's got the makings. He's got the build. When he strides between them front feet.
Yes.
He walks out of his shoulders too. I like that. What I call walking out of the shoulders. Everybody else got another term they want. Everybody's got their own term for what we do in the horse industry. But to me, the way that you start these horses to training, now if I'm not mistaken, from this, you will start carting.
Carton, yes. And over through the years, I have started some pretty good ones and ones that went on and won at Celebration. Aerosmith started him the same way. Patrick Mahomes started him the same way. I mean, this is some of the recent ones here that's still out there showing that people know about. And I tell you, and I put this coat on his first time and moving up there with them horses right there.
Well, I do, because I love the way he moves. I love it. I just like everything about him. And nobody has found fault. I was standing out there with one of your buddies, and he was talking. He said from the first time that he saw this coat move and the way he acted, he knew that he was going to be something special. I truly believe that.
Yes.
But we're showing this whole thing to show how this coat, he's not fidgety, he's not trying to get away, he's not getting all hyper and everything. He's standing there, he's letting you do your thing, which is a lot of coats are not going to do that.
No. And the biggest thing of it is, Jerry, is being patient and everything. And everything got to be slow and easy and taking your time and all that stuff. And I mean, if you get in a hurry with these coats, you're not breaking them. And what I try to do, I try to break them for anyway, to be a performance, pleasure, trail riding. So if they don't make a performance horse or a pleasure horse, you can take that same horse and go out there and you can make a trail riding horse, and he knows something about stuff. And this right here, I like to line drive him, and this kind of get him ready for the buggy.
Yeah.
Stuff touching him on his back and everything. It's the first time he ever had that saddle on his back right there.
Well, it doesn't take him long to figure out what's happening. And of course, now the rope going around his back legs, I know that's bothering him, but which is normal. I seen the first time you did a filly over there, she really didn't like it. But he adjusts, he realizes.
Well, that kind of teach him again with the buggy. The carton, when I cart one, that kind of get him used to stuff touching him on his back legs. He don't get to kicking at it and everything else.
This, to me, is by far one of the best ways to start a horse and let him get used to things and let him learn.
You know, and I don't have no head blinders on him or nothing like that. I got him where he can see. You know, and this helping him when you get ready to ride him, you go on his back for the first time, and when you pull back and say, whoa, he know what whoa mean, and he know how to turn left to right.
Well, another thing I look at, we send our kids to school, we start them in preschool, and then we put them in kindergarten.
Yeah.
And then the first grade. Well, he's been through kindergarten and preschool with it, working him, just walking him and everything. Now he's in the first grade.
Yes.
He's fixing to start his education into the show ring. And to me, we will be doing some carting with an older horse that we're going to show that. But that's a good way to train a flat shod, a performance, whatever. It makes no difference. It's just getting the horse used to everything and letting him be himself.
Yeah. What is this action is breaking a horse? And to me, you can never tell a horse full ability until you got him broke enough where you can handle him on the ground and he can turn and know his left from his right, pull back and make him stop and everything else. And it's just with a hawthorn. This ain't got no bit in his mouth. I mean, it just...
Yeah, you're learning to turn.
That's right.
Up, go back. No, we're not going there. We're going to come back. Attaboy. Now, go.
And it's, like I said, taking your time. That's the biggest thing on when you're fooling with a baby. as being patient and making him go forward.
Well, you didn't have a hard time getting him to go forward.
No.
Now he was ready to go. The fillies, she didn't want to go quite as quick, but now he is moving forward doing what
Yes.
he's supposed to do.
That's why I say this coach is very eager, willing to learn. And a lot of people, and this is just my way of doing things. You know, everybody else got their own different way of training techniques for them with them and all that stuff. You know, some people don't even take the time to lunge them. I mean, they tie them up, get up on them, and take off with them.
Right.
But
Yeah.
I try to teach mine not to buck instead of to buck.
Well, this one right here, one thing I noticed out there above all else, when he walks, he strides, but he's got that head up. Now, you got a tie down on
Yeah.
him, and he's still keeping that head up in the air. He's not putting it down low. He's keeping it up.
And I try to train mine for anybody to ride. That you, when this horse turned a 2-year-old, or right before he turned 2, you know, ready to show that you can put anybody on his back and he know how to go around and be comfortable with himself and be comfortable for the rider.
Well, he's learning quick. That's for sure. Now, he did. The more I watched you, of course, we're not going to put all the video up here because it would, because you kept him out there, I know,
Yeah.
close to an hour. And he just the way he went.
But you can see now he's relaxing, he's moving. And this is the first day of this with the saddle on his back. Saddle on his back with a tie down and everything else. And you can tell this coach is willing to learn because he's not throwing no fit.
He never did throw a fit.
No.
I mean, he when he first took off, he kind of acted up. Now he's learning. He's going to go back the other way. And he learned it quick. So there he goes. There we go. Let her take off. There you go. You can tell by the way he walks, his movement, his body language. He's going to be all right.
Oh, yeah. This coach got a lot of room for improvement. And, I mean, I think he's going to do it. I mean, and I like to see one that have a little different kind of gait. You know, he'll pace a little bit and he'll swing, he'll swing off or whatever. I mean, I like to see that in the coach.
Well, we're going to be showing these videos and going through them from the time he starts, like this right here. Now, this is the first grade. Jerry will work him like that for a while, and then we're going to start doing the buggy. And the buggy's when they really start to learn to me. Mm-hmm. They really start learning to walk off that back end, do it all. But he's just laid back, relaxed right now. That's one way of getting it done.
Right there, I'm just taking my time about at the end, just kind of getting the turning. And
turn
when you
one way and then turn the other.
Because when you get on that coat back for the first time, you want him to know something. So when you pull back, he'll know to stop. And when you turn on the right, pull on the right rein or the left rein, he know turn that way. But now if you just jump on that horse, just don't know nothing, and when you pull back, it just, he don't understand what you're talking about.
It really doesn't know what you're doing.
Yeah, what you're doing.
And that's when we're breeding. And I'll be honest, I am a arms deal for real mare fan. I have not seen one of them yet that has not produced a good foal.
Yeah.
Now, Ruby, she was by arms deal for real. And I've got 2 of her offsprings now that are broodmares.
Yes.
And one of them is in foal to Cavender.
Uh-huh.
And the other is fixing to be in foal to Ritz.
Ritz and Cash.
Ritz and Cash. And then we've got a Ted Williams mare that I believe we're going to breed to Are they going to breed the Hero or Ritz and Cash?
I'll breed her the Hero.
Hero. Because that would be a good one. Now,
Yes.
we've got a filly out there that's out of the Ted Williams mare
Yeah.
by Major Ordeal, and there's only there isn't a handful of coats by
And I'm going to tell you what,
Ordeal.
that's a talented filly right there. That filly
Yeah.
there is got a lot of talent.
Well, you know what really surprised me, because, and I'm being very honest when I say this, we either wanted to give her away, shoot her, or just turn her loose and
Yes, that's
run her off. And then, but a mare, I guess this is an intelligence that some horses are just more intelligent than others.
Yes,
And that's the God's truth. I think a lot of that comes from the Arms deal for real bloodline.
Yes.
Because she's by Major Ordeal. And this was a filly, we'll show video of her later, because she's being worked right now, that you really didn't want to get installed with.
Yeah.
Because she was, I mean, she was something else. So we hired a jockey
Yeah.
to ride her in the afternoon and just see. But after a few days, well, what, right at a week and a half,
A week and a half, yes.
I get a phone call, said, hey, you need to put a shoe on this filly. Say she's something. Then we do it again. And right now, this morning, we had the second foot put on
Yeah.
her. And she's completely different. You go to the stall door, she comes to the, I mean, she just walked right
Well,
up
some
to you.
horses just take a little longer than other ones, and that's why I don't never tell no one that they horse is no count or won't never make. I just tell them what I can't get them to do. Because somebody else can take in and fool with it, and you know that horse can turn around or whatever. And I like that feeling, like you say. At one time we wanted to give away or just do whatever. Now she's coming around and doing pretty good.
Yeah, I know. Jeremy said, I don't care to ride her.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody wanted to. But now she just is laid back. And the only reason we're talking about this is because it's breeding season.
Yes.
And we're trying to get people to look at the horse, the stud you're looking at, and the mare. And then look at each one of them and breed accordingly.
Yes.
Match you a stud with your mare, and if you don't have a good mare, you might as well forget it anyway.
Because the mare is, I'm going to tell everybody, to me, the mare is 75% of the coat or whatever. And, you know, but you go to some of these breeding forums or whatever, and you talk to them, get a relationship with them, and they can help you match your map to what kind of stud horse that you need to be at, you know, out there at Spencer's. I mean,
Spencer's got a lot of good horses,
Yeah, got a
buddy.
lot of good
He does.
Beverly
He's got a lot
Burgess.
of good ones that produce world champions, world
Yes.
grand champions. So that's a good place to. That's a good place to look.
yes.
It's. Hey, you need to read that.
I see that. I see that. I was trying to stop you there at first.
Oh,
You know, I was trying to-
yeah.
We'll be right back after these messages.
The Tennessee Walking Horse is rapidly becoming the horse of choice when selecting a great ride for the family. If you're looking for a smooth, easy ride on the trail that will take you through hills and streams or an obstacle course competition, the versatility of the Tennessee Walking Horse will stand out by showing its willingness to learn and its smooth, easy, steady gait through the course. If it's a competitive show horse you're looking for, the Tennessee Walking Horse is the perfect family horse by young and old. Whether it's flat shot or padded performance classes for an amateur adult or youth, a walking horse is the horse of choice. The Tennessee Walking Horse is perfect for every equestrian division. Also, remember one simple truth.
If you ride one today, you'll own one tomorrow. That's a fact.
Folks, this is where you send money to help in the legal fund to combat the new proposed rulemaking that the USDA released here a couple weeks ago. This is tax-deductible donation as fast as a 501c3, and be sure to put legal fund on your memo line, as this guarantees that your money goes exactly where you want it to go.
More of What a Horse coming up.
All right, welcome back. We're going to show some class video from the celebration because we had talked a lot about classes and what classes are. And I've talked to different people about doing videos explaining the difference in classes on, especially in the flat shot, to where you've got trail pleasure, all-day pleasure, and country pleasure.
Yes.
You got 3 different horses. You've got English and Western. It's no secret that I do not agree with showing English and Western in the same class.
No, I can understand
because
that.
you're looking at 2 different horses.
Yes.
But right here is one class. This is your show pleasure 5 and under. Huge class, great class.
Oh yeah.
Of horses. And you'll see in here, you're going to see some that seem to be a whole lot more performance than actual show pleasure.
Yes.
And that's true. We've got to where we're using a show pleasure class that should be show pleasure.
Show pleasure.
And we've got performance horses in it. And there's a lot of difference to me.
Oh yeah, it's a big difference in between them. And this class was made for a horse that break level, walk behind, sit up in the brow, shake his head, and does like and easy to ride. But now you got a lot of horses in this class now that's doing just as much as a performance horse or a stake horse out there.
Yeah. And you know, nobody disagrees with that. Everybody I've talked to about it, they just smile and say, yep, we do.
So to me, I think they need to make 2 different divisions. If you're going to have a show pleasure, a classic show pleasure, and then a regular show pleasure, whatever.
Well, I understand why they do it. Now, I do. A trainer wants to get a horse to where his owner can show it in a class and get a ribbon.
Yes.
Get a good ribbon or win the class. And if you got one that, even if it's performing real well, it makes no difference. If you can continuously win, you want to do that for your for your owner. But you've got a line there that if you've got a class for a specific horse, it needs to be for that horse. It does not need to be knock the brace off of him, put him down.
Well, Jerry, I think in this division right here, I believe there's enough horses that shows in that show pleasure class that you can make a 2 different division out of it, and it'll be stiff. This is packed.
Easy.
Because you got a lot of horses that didn't show here because they knew they had a horse that couldn't compete in this class.
That's true. That's true. So,
you know.
Well, Celebration had some fun classes. Now they did. They had full classes. They had a lot of horses in there. People were enjoying it more and more. They really were. But that you've got to do, to me, you got rules and regulations. That's why you got Little League and Babe Ruth.
Yeah.
You got Pop Warner and middle school.
Yeah.
Everything. Now here's another class. This uses your 6 to 17 country pleasure. This is the World Grand Championship. Now right there is an example. You got 2 different style horses in the same class. One of them's supposed to go with the head down. The other's supposed to go with the head up.
Yeah.
You got your English and your Western in the same class.
And it's hard to tie that kind of class. Well, what are you looking for?
That's it. And if you go and believe me now, when I say this, I'm not knocking any horse because it was a great horse. No doubt about it, he was great. But the one that won the maiden went with his head up in Western attire. So you got 2 different types. Yeah. If you're going to mix them and match them like that, then tie both classes. And they can't say it can't be done. Now that horse is going with his head down, but he's in the English attire.
Yeah.
So which do you tie?
It's running wall time, you riders, as your country pleasure continues to go in a
I know a lot of people say this is nitpicking, but what it is pointing out things that I feel and things that have been brought to my attention by other people that needs to be corrected. Now here's your amateur all-day pleasure. And there's supposed to be a difference between these and other.
That's right.
But I'm not seeing it. That's what it boils down to, and a lot of people ain't. So I have called on a professional flat shot trainer that's going to do a video with me. I hope they're still going to do it.
Now, to me, and I train mostly performance horses and stuff like that and fluid coats. But now this class to me, an all-day trail pleasure, a horse that look like I would want to be on a trail all day to ride.
That's it.
And I wouldn't want to beat my brains out or ride him, or he's shaking the gravel off his head and riding him all day.
I wouldn't either.
Now that is me.
Well, that's what everybody, we look at them, and I love them. Don't get me wrong, I really do. But
this class to me is turned to be the show pleasure class in the performance division.
in the flat shot division.
No, I'm talking about the show pleasure class in the the show pleasure class in the performance division. This class in the flat shot division. Everybody's taking them other horses and putting them in this class that don't need to be in that class.
Well, it's something that as an industry you want to grow, but to grow and to entice people to get in, if you've got rules and classifications, you need to honor them.
I can understand, these horses in this all-day trail pleasure need to be collected because they're a show horse and they need to be collected in the brow or whatever. But some of the exaggerating head shape,
Right.
I just think, and that just, like I say, that's just me talking.
So to me, a head shake needs to be fluid with the body. And that's why
You take that horse right there. And I can ride that all day on trail right here.
But when you have one in a class that has a whole lot more head shake than another, or one that does not have hardly any head shake, one or the other of them in the wrong class to me.
Well, Jerry, and again, I might be wrong on this. I have been before. But you got to hold the judge accountable.
Yep.
The judge got to tie what's supposed to be in that class. If you're a licensed judge and you got your license, you should tie what's supposed to be in that class. And then if you do that, then all the other people won't do it.
Well, now right here was a class that, and we brought this up, there's too many in this class to be judged.
Yes.
They need to separate them, and they did. And this was something you and I brought up about classes being too crowded. See, right there's a prime example. You got horses on the outside, horses on the inside. You can't see those horses on the inside as well as you want to.
Yeah.
Or should view them.
Walk, please. Back to a flat walk.
And it's hard to do that when you sit in the middle of that ring.
Tell me about it. But now you got, these classes are fantastic. And I mean fantastic. You got people in the stands, they're seeing what we saw years and years ago. People that's gone to the horse show or just started in the last 10 years, they ain't seen nothing like this.
No.
But during this year's celebration, they saw a lot of it. I believe now it's in the workout, so you're not going to see them horses on top of each other. They got them separated out.
Riders, we're going to ask you to come over to the east side for the lineup. I'm going to ask you to line up.
Here we go with the workout.
10-11 park in. 10-11.
I believe they parked in, what was it, 10 and then, or 11, and then they called in 3 more.
3 more, I think so.
Minnesota, run and walk, please. Run and walk.
This was a great class here.
Yeah.
A lot of real good horses.
303 park in. 303.
I've seen some nice ones leave
Yeah.
without getting called into the workout.
Three more. We added 303, 1011, and 1161. The total of 13 entries in the ring.
I think parked in 10. I was thinking it was 11. Samantha Green made a fantastic show.
She did make a good show in
She
this
did.
race.
She did great. I kept sitting there thinking, I said, dude, they might tie her.
It's run and walk time, riders. Call on your horses and ask them to go in a run and walk now.
And I believe that's your eventual winner, and rightly so. She made a great show.
Yeah.
Only one World Grand Championship ribbon to hand out tonight, and it'll be your first, whoever it is. Nobody said that first World Grand Championship.
And I tell you, this novice class is a hard class too.
You're facing them all in that
Yes.
novice class, buddy. You may think you say, "Ooh, I got a good horse. It's gonna be easy."
It's a lot of people that show that the celebration have never won a blue ribbon.
That's a fact. I remember when Paul Livingston won his first one. He said he'd been in the industry for 40 years, and it was 1100. Won his first World Grand Championship. And as my buddy Jimmy McConnell used to say, it makes me feel a whole lot better for them amateurs to win.
Yeah.
And it does. Now here's your Amateur Youth All-Day Pleasure World Grand Championship. Now watch the different way they go, the different head shakes, the way they carry their head.
Now extend the pleasure gate. Show it an extended pleasure gate, please.
I tell you what, these youth, they're hard to beat now.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, just honestly, they are hard to beat. There's a good one.
Yeah.
Two good ones. There is nothing like a real smooth trail horse that
Yeah.
you can go out in the woods and just ride, just ease along. Makes my day.
Oh yeah.
Now extend the pleasure gate. Show it an extended pleasure gate.
Right, here's your Amateur Youth 12 to 17 Mares Gilded World Grand Championship. This class was packed,
Yes.
loaded, and I mean some good ones. Look at them stands.
Oh yeah.
We used to have conversations all the time about the people in the stands. And I always said one thing, if the classes are full, the stands will be full. Right there's your proof. As the week went on, people started realizing what was happening. Now, we've got to maintain where we are.
And you know, the stands full right there, but you still had a lot of people at the bowling back there watching.
Tell me about it.
The Blue Ribbon Room was watching.
To go in a running walk now.
And I imagine a bunch of them are still back there, but there's these
Yeah,
people
that's what I'm
right
saying.
here, even the West Grandstands, I noticed how much it was fuller this year than I've seen it in the last 10.
Yes.
And Jerry, I can remember when you could not see the West Grandstand.
Oh, me too. Yes, sir.
Walk, please. Back to a flat walk.
Everybody works hard. Next year's celebration will be better than this year.
Yes.
Look at all them horses. That's the class, buddy. Now here's your workout.
51 Clark in, 10:51.
That was my buddy Eli right there on Yakety Yak.
43. 2:02 Clark in, 2:02. 11:42 Clark in, 11:42. $8.40 Clark in.
There's BB. There's Eli again.
680. Riders go running walk, please.
I'm surprised that Eli didn't make the workout. I'm surprised BB didn't. Or I believe BB did make the workout.
12:69 Clark in, 12:69.
And right here's the workout, final workout. This is for all the roses. Right there's former world grand champion on the rail. Or a still world grand champion. I think she won that thing, what, 3 times?
Yes.
There's BB.
Each running walk time, let them walk on. These riders show the championship contenders that are running walk places.
I tell you what, that was a tough class.
Oh, it was a tough
But
class.
they tied the correct horse in that class.
Yes.
I thought Maxine made one of the best shows. Look there. I thought Maxine made one of the best shows she had made all year long. She just, something else. There she goes. Now she can flat walk. And that quite an honor. That's a big mare.
Yeah.
A big mare. Look there. You can't ask for nothing no better.
No.
If that mare belonged to Joe Martin, you know where it'd been.
In the broodmare barn.
In the broodmare barn.
Yeah.
Oh, Joe would take them mares and they'd be doing real good, and he'd say, well, we're gonna knock shoes off of that, and that's going out in the pasture.
They had some real good horses in this class right here.
I tell you what, we're a fortunate industry that we have got the quality of horses that we've got. It's hard to beat the quality.
Yeah.
And
Well, the thing of it is, Jerry, a lot of these parents are buying these horses for the kids to show or
Right.
their wives to show.
Yeah.
The good ones, and that's a lot of good ones are
Well,
at, and that's what it's supposed to be.
It used to be the parents and the grandfathers and the grandmothers and all, they would be losing theirs to their daughters.
Yeah,
or their
that's right.
sons. So you see that sign?
Yes, sir.
All right.
We'll be right back after these messages.
Hey Tennessee, Ross Chastain here, the guy who likes to smash watermelons on the front stretch at Nashville Superspeedway. But you know what I never smash? Safety rules. Racing's all about control, and the same goes for life on the road. So use your melon and don't mix drinking and driving. It's like trying to race with a busted engine. Be a pit crew hero, and if you've had a few, pass the keys to a sober friend, because we're all racing toward a safer Tennessee, and we want you there at the finish line.
Folks, this is where you send money to help in the legal fund to combat the new proposed rulemaking that the USDA released here a couple weeks ago. This is tax-deductible donation as fast as a 501c3, and be sure to put legal fund on your memo line, as this guarantees that your money goes exactly where you want it to go.
All right, we're back, and we're going to watch some victory passes. What would a horse be without victory passes?
Yes.
Day 9. Born a Maverick and my buddy Bob Adcock. I love that horse. I love it. Elite owner amateur world grand champion. He just gets better. Now look, that steady head shake. I'd rather have a good steady head shake than one that's just jerky or banging. So that right there, he is synced up just right. That couldn't happen to a better person.
You're exactly right. Bob, he's one of a kind now.
He's special. No doubt about it. He is special. Special kind of person.
Yep.
Right, I am March Madness and Rider Right. But he can jockey.
Oh yeah, he can.
Owner Amateur Youth 6 to 17 Pony World Grand Championship. He rides like his daddy, doesn't he?
Yeah.
I missed Debbie Woods at the celebration this year. Of course, I was running back and forth to the studio, but she's a special lady.
Yes.
And I know she is tickled with that right there.
Enjoy the ride tonight. This is Ryder's first World Grand Championship win, and also the first for
It may be his first one, but it won't be his last.
They both make their first World Grand Championship stroll down Victory Lane. Ryder owns the entry along with Debbie Woods of Jackson and Lexington, Tennessee. I am March Madness, and I'm a World Grand Champion here at this
Made a good show.
Yes. Hey, little Reese Abernathy, I was tickled for her. Owner Amateur 6 to 17 Youth Show Pleasure World Grand Champion. I'm gonna tell you what I was tickled about. Her daddy.
Oh yeah.
Now he was look at him. He was having a fit out there.
Oh yeah, he was a proud daddy now. About like you on them shadows.
I like
on that spotlight rides right there, because you can tell every move that horse makes.
That's it. I love to watch them.
Reese Abernathy makes her first World Grand Championship ride here on this Thursday night, and she makes it aboard Well-Armed America. Reese is the owner and rider from Duluth, Georgia. Well-Armed America and Reese Abernathy, enjoy your championship ride tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, will you sit about with your applause?
Well done, Reese. Here her daddy comes again. Look at that. Now pump that arm. Yeah. Here he is, Reserve World Grand Champion, I Be Smoking Joe and Tucker Johnson. I tell you what, that is one good horse. Believe me. He is. Now, he was world champion, and then reserve world grand champion. Those are fine young boys.
Oh, they are.
Right here, I'm Charlie Black.
Dahlia Smith-Har is riding the Kenny Smith entry in Manchester, Kentucky. I'm Charlie Black, CFF, riding under the spotlight here on
That made Kenny happy.
Oh, yeah.
They'll take their World Grand Championship ribbon back to their own Kentucky home.
Oh, Dahlia's a good rider now.
Tell me about it, buddy.
World Grand Champions 2 years in.
You know, I didn't really get to see her husband show. I don't know if he showed anything.
I don't think he did. I really don't. I do not believe he did.
I'm Charlie Black, CFS, and Dahlia Smith-Har. Congratulations. Form Alive.
Hey, here it is.
And this is a good horse right here.
Hey, tell me about it. Carol Baxter now, she's just a fine lady.
Oh, she is.
So they'll watch them. They do a good job.
Yep.
Congratulations to Carol Baxter and Form Alive. Form Alive was signed by Lineman Cash and out of Jose Smith's copy, ran by Larry Latham. They're at the front of the line in their division and in World Grand Championship form here on Friday night. Carol Baxter makes the winning ride for Carol and Lee Baxter of Alexandria, Louisiana. Form Alive and Carol Baxter, congratulations on
She made a great show.
Oh, yeah.
She really did. Come that far, but you get to take home. Well, she took home 2 blues and a World Grand Championship.
Yep.
And right here at the House, Allie Joe Jacobs, reserve World Grand Champion.
That's a good horse there, too.
She had a good celebration. And that horse right there was flat walking.
Yes.
Flat walking, buddy. Getting it done. Kind of hard for me to visualize that horse as a reserve world grand champion.
Look at you.
And look at you, reserve world grand champion. And this is another one that her only loss all year was to a former trainer.
Yeah.
To me, that they need to have a former trainer class.
Yeah.
Because it's not really. It's not against the rules, but it's still you gotta look at. Would I want to show against somebody the caliber of Jimmy McConnell?
Yeah.
No. And right here, Sweet Walking Matilda and Allie Joe Jacobs, your amateur 6 to 17 Trail Pleasure World Grand Champion. And this was her first World Grand Champion other than lead line.
Yeah.
And well deserved. She earned it.
Here at the celebration. As she does it aboard the 3-time World Grand Champion, Sweet Walking Matilda. Allie Joe, enjoy the ride as you head down Victory Lane tonight. She's the owner and rider from Murfreesboro. She wears the tri-colored ribbon.
That horse won a world champion in the open division.
Oh, yes.
Tonight as a World Grand Champion. Spotlight on Jose 4G.
Spotlight on
This is
Jose.
a real good horse right here.
I'm telling you, I still believe that horse is going to do it all. I really do.
901 is second.
We look at all the horses that we've got out there. This one right here is just, I mean, he's a piece of work.
I'm kind of looking forward to seeing him next year in that big stake class.
I am too. Tell you what, things are going to be rocking and rolling.
Yeah.
All our trainers have to do is maintain where they're at right now. And next year, celebration will be blow the lid off of it. Right here's Crypto.
This is another real good horse right here.
Tell me about it.
I like the way that horse goes. That horse there is, he's a pitcher. He's prettier than a pitcher right there.
That's it.
Crypto is signed by Honors. Out of the dam with his blackjack cash. Fred McCarl
Getting it done, ain't it?
I like what he is sitting right there shaking and walking. Ain't missing a beat.
Going forward. Look at that. I love that shadow.
Yeah.
But that right there was a perfect one. That's what everybody searches for, Jerry. In the walking horse industry, that right there is what they want. That me, my horse, and my shadow.
That's right.
When they get that, they know that they're there. Good job, Maxine.
She did do a good job.
Maxine, enjoy every step of this championship ride. Quite an honor. Quite an honor.
I was tickled for her. I really was. Starting college and you're a world grand champion.
Yes.
Family of Athens, Alabama. Maxine Beasley, and quite an honor. Ladies and gentlemen, would you honor them with your applause as they ride down victory lane tonight? Oh, what a way to finish up your youth career, Maxine.
Good job, young lady. Good job.
We want to see you back. Our Stars of the Future showcase is after class 196 tonight. We'd like to see you back in that as well.
All right. That's one way to end it with
Oh,
a
yeah,
World Grand
with a World Grand
Championship ride by a young lady that was her first.
You exactly right.
She'd been searching for that ever since she started riding.
Yep.
And that's a good gift to take to college.
Mm-hmm.
The man says we got 30 seconds. How many times can we say bye? We're going to show more training videos as we go on through the fall and into the next spring. But the next one will be karting the year.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And then we will go from there. But until next week, you tell them.
Be safe and careful.
That's it. See you next week.
Working out hard every day to be the best I can. I shoot it to the right, shoot it to the left, hunker down low and reach high to the sky. Got my rhythm down pat, so they say. I'm looking like a winner in every way. So when I hear somebody say, what a horse, I know they're talking about me, of course. And I'm gonna be in that winner's circle someday. Yeah, I'm a prime example of a Tennessee walker, a high-stepping, fast-walking Tennessee talker. I'm gonna be in that winner's circle someday. Please start talking.